What if one of the most important astrological alignments of this decade is only days away? On July 4th, as the United States celebrates its 250th anniversary, Mars and Uranus form an exact conjunction in Gemini, a rare combination associated in astrology with disruption, innovation, rebellion, and sudden change. Astrologers have highlighted this alignment because it coincides with major historical themes in previous Uranus-in-Gemini periods. I believe this is an event worth watching very closely. If you've read The Fourth Turning by Strauss and Howe, you know that periods of institutional crisis often culminate in profound political and social transformation. From an astrological perspective, this conjunction could represent the beginning of the final phase of that process. The United States may enter a period of rapid self-reinvention, but history reminds us that renewal often comes through tension before stability. We could see increasing social confrontation, political polarization, or unexpected challenges to established leadership. Whether or not any specific political figure is affected is impossible to know in advance, and astrology should be viewed as a symbolic framework rather than a predictive certainty. One person I believe deserves close attention is Michael Saylor. If Bitcoin continues to become strategically important for governments, he could play a significant role in American financial history. I explore this possibility in my book, Bitcoin, A View from the Stars, a spiritual companion and astrological primer. For additional historical research on this cycle, I also recommend following the work of Nick Dagan Best, whose studies of Mars-Uranus conjunctions in U.S. history are particularly thought-provoking. This conjunction is also one of the first major activations of Uranus in Gemini, a transit that continues for years and is widely associated by astrologers with revolutions in communication, technology, transportation, and geopolitics. One possible theme is the continued strategic separation between China and the United States. Supply chains may continue to fragment, trade blocs could become more regional, technology standards may increasingly diverge. In other words, globalization could continue evolving toward a more multipolar world. Again, these are astrological interpretations, not certainties, but they are trends worth observing over the coming years. Another area to watch is technological acceleration, electric vehicles, autonomous transportation, artificial intelligence, smart cities. These developments may gain momentum as Uranus energizes Gemini's themes of mobility, networks, and innovation. At the same time, geopolitical risks surrounding energy, such as tensions affecting the Strait of Hormuz, could reinforce the long-term incentive to reduce dependence on fossil fuels and accelerate investment in electrification. Whether such geopolitical events occur cannot be predicted with certainty, but energy security is likely to remain a major strategic issue. July 4th may become much more than a symbolic anniversary. It could be remembered as the beginning of a new chapter. Whether you're an investor, an astrologer, or simply fascinated by history, this is a moment to watch carefully. Subscribe because over the coming weeks we'll examine what unfolds and how the stars may be reflecting one of the most fascinating transitions of our time.